Kobina came to the Maple Leafs in the fall of 2006. He arrived boasting a Stanley Cup ring and a reputation as a tough soldier. But you don't usually appreciate a player until you feel his character, until you see his courage, and until you experience his hockey sense. Pavel Kobina cares. He carries with him a pride in being a Maple Leaf. Of late, he's produced in the clutch, all the while professing his desire to remain in blue and white. A proud warrior, number 77, Pavel Kobina.
Who will stay, who will go? One of the big questions leading into tonight's game. These two fan favorites, have they played their final game as Toronto Maple Leafs? Marty's ready to go. This we know for certain. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Gate 1 at the Air Canada Centre. I'm Jody Vance, and we have somewhat breaking news, if sources are correct. Let's go down to ice level. Andy Petrillo. Andy, sources saying Nick Andropov, Dominic Moore not dressing tonight.
Well, that's what the sources are telling us, that they won't be in the lineup, and their sticks are also not on the bench. But one of the advantages for me being right outside the Toronto Maple Leafs dressing room is I get to see before everyone else who takes to warm up, and that's usually a clear indicator of who's in and who's out of the lineup. So unless we find out before then, we'll definitely know by warm up if Nick Andropov and Dominic Moore are in the lineup tonight against the New Jersey Devils. Jody?
All right, thanks, Andy. So fans, as usual, keep it locked here on Leafs TV for the very latest, very first. Welcome again to our program, everyone. We're glad you're here. This is Molson Canadian Leaf Nation pregame presented by Tim Hortons. Our panel have gathered. Joe Bowen, who will call the game tonight on Rogers Sportsnet. Mark Morrow, our hockey analyst, and our senior reporter, Paul Henrik, down there on the end, anchoring the broadcast as he always does. Lots to cover off on tonight's show, and it begins with the headlines. They're brought to you by Ford and powered by you, Paul.
Well done, Jody. Let's go to headline number 1. Is Brodeur hot enough to halt this Maple Leaf hot streak? And headline number 2, can the Leafs keep rolling under deadline pressure, which, of course, is at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon? Well, Martin Brodeur is back in the New Jersey lineup. He is back in this building, and, Joe, might he be arguably the greatest goaltender of all time?
Well, I don't care who you argue with. I'm arguing that he is. I don't think that I have seen anybody better. And when he came into the league, there were 2 records that I thought would never, ever be eclipsed. 502 consecutive games in goals set by Glenn Hall and 103 shutouts set by Terry Sawchuk. He's got 100 now, and he's only had 3 against the Leafs, but the one thing is that record is going to fall. However, the 502 is pretty safe because no one even plays 72 or 82 anymore. However, if they did get to about 500, I'm told they would be made to have to play the last 2 without face masks, and then they'd end up looking like you.
Yes, and that would be painful to feel and painful to watch. We can say this about his season so far. He is 9-2-2, a 1.81 goals against average, and a perfect 3-0 since coming back from elbow surgery. Had a chance just an hour and a half ago to talk with the media and assess the season this way.
Where I just wanted to play well, and try to go out there and hopefully not change the way, team is playing. And I think everybody knows that we've been having a lot of success all year long and just didn't want to come in and alter that at all. And so there's a little pressure on that just to try to fit in and do my job. And, I went out, but my expectation as far as my game, I know it's not where I want it to be yet. I think it's been going well. There's no doubt about it. It's hard to say otherwise. But, adversity hasn't come yet, and that's how you feel, how you get out of some of these adversity and how you feel. That's how you could really judge yourself, how you play a little more than just when everything goes well. It's pretty easy to do.
You were named NHL First Star of the Week. Didn't you exceed your expectations, though?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't expect to do that, that's for sure. Like I always said, before I started my first game, I was dreaming, and that was exactly the way I dreamt it, the way I played. But, it's one of the things to do, go out there and do it. But, it was a great weekend, and now we have, coming on the road, first game on the road for me, so it'll be a different atmosphere. So, again, I'm looking forward to the challenge.
And Mark Morrow, one has to wonder that heading to the postseason, whether this may have been a blessing in disguise for this goaltender.
Well, absolutely. You look at those numbers and you thought New Jersey was absolutely done for it when he went down with an injury. But thanks to the play of Scott Clemenson, the former Marley goaltender last year, the way he came up and closed that door kept New Jersey not only in the hunt, but at the top of the conference. And now Marty comes in, he's rested. This is the first time in his career he's actually been rested for a playoff run. That makes for a very scary recipe for this New Jersey team, and look out for them.
Well, the Leafs will get a chance to pepper a future Hall of Famer in Martin Brodeur, and they've been red hot offensively. Joe Pavel Kabina, 12-goal season, eclipsing his mark of last season by one, and still plenty of hockey to be played.
Yeah, and he has certainly demonstrated the kind of leadership and the warrior attitude that he has. He took that shot a couple of games ago off the wrist, and I thought he was done. I mean, he missed one shift and came back, and you can see the record that the Leafs have been able to put on, especially now the fact that they've gone into 6 straight games requiring overtime or shootouts. That's almost amazing that they've been able to do that. But it's going to be a difficult situation this week. They've got Washington on Thursday, back against Edmonton on Saturday. So this will be a tough week for the Maple Leafs. And tomorrow is going to be a big day, and everybody is funneling their attitude and their sights on what's going on tomorrow.
Well, one has to wonder whether the Maple Leafs can adjust to pressure under the deadline of a trade deadline tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. We asked that question to head coach Ron Wilson this morning, and Ron basically replied, it's been Groundhog Day for the last 8 weeks.
Well, I think we've been going through that for 2-3 months. So I really don't have to, keep going over and over and over. Everybody understands what tomorrow at 3 o'clock means. And we haven't had any issues. The last 6 games we've gone to overtime, picked up points in those games with this impending deadline coming and hanging over everybody's heads. So that's the last thing I'm really worried about now.
Well, you sense it means as much as we're making it out to be as we do every year here. You've got the summer, you've got 4 more years after that, and is tomorrow the be-all and end-all in your mind? Or is it the starting process? Is it the beginning of the process?
No, we started the process in the summertime, so it's an ongoing process anyway, where this is just a deadline where you can't do anything for a couple of months. Your team is frozen, but I think it's a process you go through every day. You analyze your team and you try to make your team better. From a coach's point of view, with the players you have, my responsibility is to try to make everybody better. And from management's point of view, at this point, you're trying to make your team better through trades or prospects or future considerations, meaning the players you might, or draft picks that you might be able to pick up. But that process is never ending.
Really, the speculation has been ongoing since Brian Burke and Ron Wilson really came to this hockey club as the changes that might be coming. Tomorrow's deadline is a hot topic, as is Martin Brodeur. We go downstairs with Andy Petrilla, who will stand by with the general manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs next. Stay with us, everyone. This is Molson Canadian Leaf Nation pregame.